Growing up, every boy has dreams. We dream about being an astronaut or a fireman. We dream about being a professional football player or basketball player. We dream about doing great things and becoming a great man. We feel invincible, and we live in a world where anything is possible. Unfortunately, there are some young men growing up in our city that don't have the luxury of dreaming. They're growing up in a toxic, hopeless environment, and they're stuck in a cycle of defeat. They're surrounded by a life of drugs, gangs, and violence. They haven't seen anyone make it out of the neighborhood.
Majority of the guys that I grew up with was honestly is either dead or in jail. I have very few childhood friends.
Like I can honestly say the groups of guys I hung around then, I haven't even seen. Either, like I said, one of the two that are either dead or locked up, which is unfortunate, but me seeing that, I'm like, I can't have it. I can't be in one of those two places.
What happens to those who simply want to do something different because what they're doing right now, who they are right now, is not who they want to be? For the young men who fit this description and are looking for a way out, there is hope and a future in a program called 413 Strong. 413 Strong, formerly known as Y-Build, was started in 2004 by Eddie Phillips and Jay Lawrence as an outreach program of the downtown YMCA. Many of the young men who want to become part of the 413 Strong program are coming out of the judicial system, off the streets, or from families that have lived in the same toxic environment for generations.
The whole situation of why I got locked up, it cost me 6 years of my life being locked up, of being with the wrong type of crowd. This time that's passed, it makes you can't get back. So that's really why I wanted to change that. So I know I can't get that time back.
Many of these young men don't have steady work, legal income, reliable transportation, or a safe place to call home. 413 Strong offers that lifeline that these guys need. The promise of a good job and a proven way to get off the streets forever. 413 Strong is a 6-month residential program focused on teaching young men between the ages of 18 to 24 what it means to be a responsible man. Before being accepted into the 413 Strong program, the men must first make it through the Mental Toughness Week.
Mental Toughness Week is a long, stressful week for the guys. It's a lot of physical activity, but it's also time for us to, once again, find out where they are mental part. For example, once a guy gets placed on a job, it's very simple for an employer to mess with him mentally and physically.
For those that make it through the week, the final hurdle into the program is an interview.
You have your meetings with them because you want them to know this is who we are and this is what you should expect from us. So there's no surprises. Once you get accepted, this is what we're going to give you. And it's also an opportunity for us to find out who they are. If we give him a homework assignment and he don't come back with his homework assignment, we pretty much know he's never going to do what we asked him to do.
For those that do make it into the program, move-in day comes next. The men in the program will live on campus for the next 6 months. There are some basic house rules that the men will need to live by, including a strict curfew.
The hardest thing just being on a schedule because they used to doing their own thing. Like I get them up around about 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning, start a new transition in them, because, I think our main objective is to rewind, rebuild, and retool them.
They're bunked up in rooms of 2 to 3 guys, 12 to 18 per house.
A room that's a 2-man room, have assignments, and I give them their assignments and then just watch them, just to see how they gonna do it. Are they gonna badly do it, or they gonna do it to the full intent, And I try to let them know up front, man, this is This is practice right now for being on the job. You know, it's like I'm your employer. You know, whatever I'm telling you for a reason. I'm not making nothing up.
For the next 8 weeks, these guys will be learning basic construction skills, visiting job sites, taking construction certification classes, and working on interviewing skills. In the evening, the men are involved in life skill classes like parenting, banking, money management, Bible study, diet and nutrition, physical fitness, and substance abuse education.
I took it, everything that was dished out to me. I actually try to receive it.
I like it's a big difference between the street life and the society, because when you live in the street life, you do a lot of stuff and you call yourself a man. But in actuality, it takes a bigger man to live the life in society because it's more responsibility.
By the start of the 3rd month in the program, most of the men will be ready to begin working. We rely on our network of job partners to help give these guys a second chance that they need. Drug-free and armed with their construction certifications, these guys make great entry-level employees.
I like the job. It's something different. I didn't think I'd be doing electrician work and dealing with electricity, but I like it for the most part. It's something different, and I'm learning something new every day as I go. And
most of our guys are still working in that same industry. You know, may not be for the same company, but still in that same industry.
So I just got paid Thursday. I said, Dad, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. We just talking or whatever. I told her, I just got paid, I'm already broke. She said, yeah, it be like that sometimes, but I told her it's a big difference between being broke and not having a paycheck and not having a job, and then having a job and being broke. Because you're taking care of your responsibilities and you have something to look forward to each week.
After 6 months of sharing a room, sitting through hours of classes and beginning a full-time job, the program ends with a graduation. The graduates are encouraged to invite friends and family to celebrate their accomplishments. It's a great moment of triumph for these men, their families, and the program.
And once they graduate, we go out, we buy them suits, we buy them shirts, we buy them ties, and we celebrate them. We highlight every single thing that they have done. We want everybody to know. We want the whole city to know about these guys, because 9 times out of 10, these are the guys that they said that ain't gonna make it, that don't deserve another shot. And we want to prove people wrong.
Since day one, that was leading up to that day, my graduation. So I've been waiting on it. I enjoyed it. The whole ceremony. It surprised me for me to have that much support. I graduated, and like I said, I still plan on being around.
But this program is, it really do give hope for hopeless guys, and it provides a guy an opportunity to be the man that God really said that he's to be. Hope is what this program gives a guy.